Page, their Facebook page.
You loading that yet?
Can you re?
Good afternoon, everybody. Are we having a good time? Is everybody enjoying celebrating accessibility? We seem to celebrate everything in this state, everything from every culture, religion, creed, and whatever. So we needed a day to celebrate accessibility for everybody. Because no matter what event, business, or organization happens, you cannot get away from us. We are everywhere and in everything, and we want to do everything. So without accessibility, it does not work for us. So we are going to do this speaking event completely out of order today because everybody is slowly walking in. So we are going to start with somebody who I admire incredibly, and I am so fortunate to have him here with us today. We are going to start with the Director of Veteran Affairs, Christina.
That is the power of love. Don't need money. Don't need fame. That's the power. That's the power of love. One night only, folks. One night only. No, but good afternoon, everyone. Yo, this is so amazing. We talk about accessibility for all, which starts in our heart. Having compassion for others. It's the little thing. The thank you, the hugs, the tears, the candid spirit. Those of you that have different ailments, no longer we finally live in a world and we don't have to suffer in silence. There's strength in working together to be that champion for others. For others. Tina, you continue to inspire us all, and everyone that knows Tina, that you don't say no to her, or she will be persistent and vigilant to get you to a yes. But it's so important, Tina. We are truly blessed. But also, too, we understand too that those that are struggle with accessibility, the mental health aspect of those things as well. We know that getting treatment also looks differently for each one of us. But it starts by taking the time to look at yourself in the mirror when you get up in the morning. We need to do a better job of appreciating ourselves, loving ourselves, understanding where we were, where we are today, in order to inspire who we are to be tomorrow. But it starts by taking that first step to acknowledging that it's okay not to be okay. I am my brothers and sisters' keeper. And pray for others. And we try to pray for ourselves. Joining me now, so I'm going to hand the phone microphone over to Peter to do that next speaker. But this is truly a blessed day. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for making this a priority. And God bless you. We love you all. Tina.
Our next speaker has just arrived, and I am so excited to have the support of not only the governor, lieutenant governor, and everybody else in between, but we also have the support of our senators in the state. So I'd love to bring to the stage somebody, again, that I truly admire, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse.
Tina caught me by surprise, and not for the first time. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you all for coming out. The support that Rhode Island gives to the disability community is really first rate. And in our delegation, of course, we have the constant living example of Jim Lansman, who are whom we are going to miss a great deal of the delegation. But exactly, not going anywhere in Rhode Island, not going anywhere with his advocacy. We look forward to continuing to support you, the Queen of Sparkle, as well as the Queen of Disabilities Advocacy. So, Tina, thank you very much. Great to be with you.
We have a great lineup for you guys today because I'm telling you, we are supported by everybody who runs the state, and that's what's important. To have a say in what happens and what goes on. And I can't get a bigger supporter than our next guest, our Lieutenant Governor, Sabina Matos. Thank you. Good afternoon. Oh, wow. I'm very loud. I'm very quiet. I'm learning from you. Good afternoon. I'm honored to be here today, and I want to say thank you to Tina for everything that she has been doing to make sure that the message gets across to all of us that we have to keep accessibility present in everything that we do, making sure that when we're talking about equity and inclusivity, we don't forget the individual with disability, and you are a strong voice in sure that the message is always delivered. I'm honored to be here with Senator Whitehouse, with the governor and the team also here, and with the many leaders in the community that are supporting this work. We have Tomasa Vela here from the Office of Equity and Diversity from the state of Rhode Island, where I work before, and he's making sure that we get this message across. I want to also, for those of you that don't know, probably everybody knows by now, but Christina just won the U.S. National SLC Ambassador title, and we are so grateful for what you did. Tina drove all the way to Florida by herself, and she drove like 24 hours, 28 hours. It's great, only a couple stops, that's it. What this lady does is amazing. I've been blown away for see the work that she does and how much energy she has. And every time you run into her, she has a big smile. And I don't know how she does. I just admire you so much. I want to thank you for what you do. I know that my office will always be there to support. Congratulations. We can only do what we do with the support of our local government, starting right out from our governor. We can't make change without having the support of the leaders who make the change. So without further ado, somebody that I truly admire and I am so glad is on our side, our governor, Governor Dan McKee.
Yeah, you know, celebrating the Disabilities Act 32 years.
Raise the mic so we can hear you.
Yeah, that no better. Raise it. You put it down. Well, let me get it correct. So like that. Yeah. I don't know how to do this, but my mom always told me to stand up straight. So I'm trying to do that. But anyways, thank you, Dean, for having me here. You know, 32 years on the Disability Act. I know that it's important for the people that live in the state of Rhode Island to know that not only are they welcomed in the state, but they're also have this treatment that is equal to making sure they have access. I was happy last year to sign into law that precludes the disability for a parent from serving as a basis for denial of restrictions in matters involving child welfare or foster care or family law or guardianship or adoption. So this is important that we continue to make sure that all our communities that represent the state receive the attention and the ability to prosper here in the state of Rhode Island to the best ability possible. So thank you, Tina, for having me here today. And I'll give the mic back to you. I stood up straight for my mom. Yes, the sneak. I know. I got that in the minute. The sneak. I haven't seen craft recently, but when I do, I'm going to put that plug in for you. Okay. All right. What was the song? Okay. exciting, really exciting. Thank you.
If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So I always find a way to ask. They don't usually say no to me because I could accidentally run over people. So, you know, it's always good to stay nice and stay on my good side because I will fight you if you don't. But like I said, it's so great and I can't do what I do without the help of all of you. Another great champion for us is a new friend that I met. He is the Director of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Beyond, Mr. Thomas Avila.
Thank you, Dina. It's nice to be here. Thank you for the invitation and the opportunity. And I'm going to echo some of the things that have been said. I have learned so much from Dina. We met each other last November, believe it or not. Sabina Matos introduced us, and it seems like I know for years. But one of the things that I have learned from Dina is a passion for what she does, a passion for inclusion. She has given me a totally different perspective of what inclusion is. And that is because I always thought I knew what it was, but then the inclusion of the mobility. Over the summer during the GPD fest, I told her, I said, you know what? Within a few hours of being there, I saw so much mobility that needed to be improved. Learn from Tina, and I definitely plan to keep learning from her. We are going to be partnering in many different projects that is during the next few months, and definitely count with us. We are here to support Tina. We are here to support Rand and all the people who need inclusivity. Thank you.
Quick funny story. Tomas thought he was going to hide from me for a couple of weeks. I just rolled right into his office, knocked on the door in the middle of one of his meetings, and just rolled in and said, "Hey, I'm still here." And that kind of ended the meeting and started a new meeting with me. So, you know, it doesn't help to break down a few doors and just not, because, you know, they're always welcome to see you, especially when you always have a smile on your face. But one of my amazing champions who believed in us and believed in RAMP and partnered with us for PVD Fest this year, which was a huge success because we championed the accessibility at PVD Fest. But that would not have happened without the great tourism, culture, and arts director, Lizzie Arujo.
Thank you, Tina. You did so much for us. Before I begin, I just want to do a really quick land acknowledgement that the land that we are on is Wampanoag and Narragansett land, and we're grateful and honored to be on this land. Thank you very much. I just want to make sure I say that before I go. So the Department of Art, Culture, and Tourism in the City of Providence, one of our values is belonging. And belonging and accessibility are the same thing. And Tina embodies these values. She is welcoming, she is warm, everybody belongs in Tina's airspace. She is a genius in communicating what needs to happen to make everybody feel like they have access to public space. And a vital piece of what we care about in the Department of Art, Culture, and Tourism. And I cannot thank you enough for the work you've done to help us create a better space for all people. Okay, that's it. Next up, please welcome the fabulous, magnanimous, beautiful, you all know her. Put your hands together for Delia!
Welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Delia Rodriguez Naplan. I'm a board member here at the Celia. So I want to welcome all of you on behalf of our board, on behalf of our staff, for being here, for being a part of this community. We are very excited to have you here, to welcome you for our fully accessible studios. After the speaking presentation, Sally will be, there's Sally, yay. She is guiding forth for everybody to come check them out. But also personally, I have a brother who has developmental disability. So this is something that's very dear to me because
We're also from Argentina, so he doesn't speak the language. We do a lot of looking for access to resources and things, and I think that this is fabulous. And I'd like to be able to work with you closer so my brother could get involved, because this is tremendously important to so many people in the community. And I'm so glad that we're here to see it. Really good, beautiful day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you.
And just to let you all know, the Steelyard is 100% fully accessible. There is nothing you can't do in the Steelyard. Every program that they offer, you can do it from your wheelchair. I was proud to be their first welding student from a wheelchair. That penis table over there, I did weld on it. I will not tell you what part I welded on it in case it falls off at some point, because I am a new student, but I did weld on that table. They also have a wheelchair accessible pottery wheel and everything else that they do. They have some amazing programs that everybody can get involved in. So definitely come see Sally and Howie and make sure you become a part of the Steelyard, because they are not only a partner, they are friends and they get it. So we like partners who get it, and they certainly do. Another person who truly gets it and helps make your businesses fully accessible with his suitcase ramps. Welcome my personal friend, Justin Oakley.
Thank you so very much, Tina. I'd like to thank everyone for being here. I'd like to thank all the sponsors and all the great board members at Ramp. I am fortunate enough to co-own a small accessibility company here in Rhode Island named Oakley Home Access. We really pride ourselves in creating accessibility throughout the community. We focus on aging in place and fall prevention through grab bars, stairlifts, ramps. And the way we were able to grow our business over the years is through relationships. And probably our favorite, our most robust relationship is with Tina and her nonprofit organization, Ramp, that's brought us all here together. I want to give you guys a little kind of just process, a little discussion about the process of what it really takes to make your business accessible. Whether you are a restaurant, whether you are a art collaborative, Steelyard, whether you are a retail organization or a salon, no matter what your business is, there are options to make it accessible and inclusive for all. Now, sometimes, as Tina mentioned, that can be a $200 suitcase ramp that we have featured right there that can be added and removed to your 1 or 2 steps in a matter of minutes. Sometimes you need a larger modular system like this, but there's always a solution. So the first step is reaching out to our dear friend Tina, our fierce leader, and requesting an assessment. She'll come, I'll come, we'll look at your place. It's all about options. It's all about knowing what you can do to better your business, to be inclusive for all. It will help your bottom line because you'll be able to allow access for more consumers and more patrons, but you'll also just be doing the right thing. So with all of our powers together, we'd like to spread education, spread the word that accessibility is beautiful and we can make all of your business accessible. Thank you again, Tina.
Again, we can't do this without great and amazing partners. And my next guest who is going to speak today was the first person that really believed in me when I started Ramp. Not only did he welcome me into his business, but we were able to make his business fully accessible. He believed in me so much that when he built a new location in Worcester, he also called me up and invited me down and made that business from the ground up fully wheelchair accessible, including the outside patio. He gets it. My friend Tony from Sunny Side of the Street is also a champion of mine, because if you look at his food truck, he's lowered one of the platforms to put the food on, so it is accessible to everybody. He gets it. Without getting it, we don't get anywhere. But without further ado, my great friend and partner, Anthony Santori.
Thanks, Tina. So, okay, that makes up for the fact that when Tina started the speaking program, she talked about this great, incredible person, a gentleman she knew. He was so wonderful, and I almost stood up. but it wasn't me. So I sat back down very quickly. It's like when they tell you you won, but you really came in first runner up.
Oh, no.
You should have. Wheelchaired up. So thanks, everyone. I'll talk a little bit about my personal story with this, but also really with the business. I'm like everyone else. I think I'm a good person. I want to be a good person. I want to do the right thing. I want to be inclusive and understanding. Well, how do you get that way? You get that way by first wanting to be that way, but then you get that way by meeting people who can teach you about the things you don't understand. I was a member of Rhode Island Pride as a board member and LGBTQ member of the community. I learned a lot more. I thought I was this great person showing up. But when you meet others who are more deeply involved, they open your eyes to some of the things you're missing. So when it comes to accessibility, you walk into your business and you're like, yeah, this is great. It's flat. I have that. And then you realize it's not so great. But until you meet someone who's willing to come down and do a roll through, okay? And you do the roll through, and they point some things that need to be done, minor changes, which is easy, and you're great, happy to do it. Then there's some major ones. This is where I'd like to connect us to the fact that when they make apartments, it sometimes causes some anxiety in a business owner when they have to invest an amount of money they feel they don't. By partnering with our elected officials that are here with us today, have been with us all the time, and the people who are running for office now and in previous offices, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Commerce, and these types of people are the ones that we, the business owners, need to keep the relationship. If there are ways to expand their offices, to find ways to help us fund, not just pay for, but hoping, fund together, this is the only way we're going to get the business community to buy into this. We have to create these partnerships that not just say from someone, you should do this because it's the right thing. That would be wonderful. That would be a great world. Some of us are there already. Not all of us are. But when we can create that partnership with our elected officials who can find ways in whatever manner they have to do because they're great at their job, to know that when we want to be part of this as a business owner, but we're struggling in our own way, they can find some ways to help us. So knowing Tina, how I met Tina, I was on the board of a local neighborhood. She was there, she spoke, she was there, I saw her, walked over to her, hi, and that led to this journey. And my good friend, of Culture and Tourism, was just up here, and she worked with Rhode Island Pride, their accessibility. So does Tina with the accessibility. We're all interconnected. I'm looking out here. This is my second year here. I'm looking out here at all the people out here are the reason why I'm glad I don't really get to see this large scale until this is put on by someone who understands, as you said, you're everywhere. But when you're a business owner and you occasionally see a person who needs some help with accessibility, you're like, great. Yesterday I was up at my Worcester location. The team was 100% accessible. It wasn't because I didn't want it to be, I just wouldn't have understood how to make it. So she helped me make it. I noticed someone who rolled up to my accessible level bar. Great, put a little smile on my face. My cousin was visiting and said to me, hey, what happened to your bar? Didn't know what was going on, just had come for the first time, and I said, nothing happened to it. So what happened is it's a different height. This literally happened. Now, this is an intelligent, caring person. And I explained to them this successful level bar that allows them with an accessibility challenge to be able to be at a certain level where there's no issue for them service-wise. 13 years ago, I didn't even know what successful level bar was. And I opened a giant nightclub. I had no idea. So I just want to say today to you, Tina, the journey never ends. The journey is going to be inclusive. It's going to include all of you, everyone here with us today, everyone in the future who's coming with us. I know you'll be there for us. I hope I can get in touch with you. Thank you, everyone.
I need to be mobile. Those are all my speakers. We have some more coming. They're not here yet. So as they get here, we will have them fill in. But it's the journey. After everything that you heard from everybody today, it's showing up, it's being there, it's doing the impossible. When I was told a few months ago that I couldn't run in a pageant, Look at the crown on my head. I rolled up as the only person in a wheelchair to ever compete, and I won. And just this week, during New York Fashion Week, the biggest fashion week in New York City, my face is on a 100-foot billboard in New York City. A little disabled girl from Rhode Island made it to a 100-foot billboard in New York City. Anything is possible. That is my word. Do not let anybody tell you no, because I'm told no on a daily basis, and I say, watch me, because I will change it. I will find a way. I will throw 50 things against the wall and hope one thing sticks, but I will find a way. And I'm doing it not for me. I'm doing it for all of you as well. We can make a difference. We need to do it with a smile. We need to show and teach. We need to do it in a positive fashion. Yelling and screaming at somebody is not going to get them to change their mind. Ramp does it different. That's why we're making progress. We have tripled in size for this event in 1 year because people get it. And the only way that they get it is by me not shutting up. So anybody who tells me to be quiet, I'm going to say, watch me not, because it's not going to happen. I am going to show up, roll up, and be up with the rest of my team until Rhode Island is fully 100% accessible. And that includes the beaches, because the day that I get on the beach and in the water in my wheelchair, that's when I will say, okay, we did it. Because we are the ocean state, and we deserve to be on the ocean and be on the beach by myself. I don't want to bring a crew with me. I want to run away like everybody else. As I say, I like to blend in. I fail at blending in, but I try. It's all good. But we are going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to invite my good friend, Maren Flynn, who is going to sing the national anthem before we start our next program. But stay tuned, because we have some amazing awards to people that they don't even know they're getting. How's that? Okay, Jen needs to make an announcement.
Hello, everyone. I'm just here to make an announcement. We'll go this way. First up is the ramp table. If you have any questions, we'll answer anything you have. Red bags that are over there, you know, I call them red bags. That's what I put up. You put all of your, what you take, all your medicine that you take, in there, right now, you put your cards and everything, and that way, and a lot of EMTs are becoming familiar with those, and that way you don't have to answer any questions. And if they have to find you and you pass out somewhere, you can't answer. They can just grab the red bag and they have all your information. So that way, you know, some people say, well, I don't know my phone. Well, you passed out. Most phones have passwords. How are you going to tell what the password is? But if you have a red bag, you can just grab that and all your information is there. So that's that bag right there on the left. After, right, sorry. The next one after that is our donations for their blind donations. There is a QR code on those tables. You go on the QR code, it brings up all of those items on that table. You make a bid on it, and at the end of the night, that goes till 8 o'clock tonight. Whoever has the highest bid on it is the one who wins that table. The next table over has the 50-50 bracket. And that, again, it's like any normal 50-50. 50 goes to the ramp, 50 goes to whoever does the win. The next included in that table is our raffle ticket. To buy one, to buy 5, to buy 10, and the prices go over there what they are. So, you know, those are not going to be done tonight here. All the drawings will be done tonight at home or later on tomorrow. Post it on the ramp page. And we will let whoever the winner is, they send us a private message, and we will let them know where we can get together and get them their product. Okay, so people don't have to stick around. We hope that you do. Enjoy everything that's going on. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the speeches. Enjoy meeting other people. But again, don't go. Keep all your things around here. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us don't hesitate to call us. My mouth is going dry. Thank you.
And what you're going to is see to see a green with these beautiful green t-shirts, please buy one. These green t-shirts will purchase the ramp that we're giving away today to the one lucky business to make it accessible. So buy a green t-shirt, support the cause, support accessibility is beautiful. Or if you don't want any of that, make a straight donation. We always take your money. Please give it to us. We can put it to good use. So we always take money. So without further ado, here is Miss Marion Flynn.
Oh, say, can you see my money light? What so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets flag of the first thing in air came through the night, and the flag was still there. Oh, say cannot the spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the and the home Thank you. Now, as you can tell, her wheelchair did not take away from that performance. So yeah, you definitely need to be hiring Marin to be singing at all your functions, because let me tell you, that girl has some chops. I'd like to invite Diana and Isaku to the stage with me, please. Diana and Isaku were both on my board, and they just got married a month ago. So congratulations to the newlyweds. We have some very special awards that we're going to be giving out today. Very few organizations are allowed to give out the Presidential Service Award, and RAMP was honored to be selected as one of the organizations that is able to give out these prestigious awards. These community service awards are not taken lightly. You need to do hundreds of hours of community service and making a difference in your community. And I am proud to say that we have so many winners of these prestigious awards from the disability community. So like I said, again, it doesn't stop us from making a difference. No matter what our ability is, we can still make a difference. So as I call your name and you win these awards, some people know about them, some do not. So yeah, just come to the stage, suck it up, and come on up and get your picture taken with me. And I can't wait to surprise the people. So we are going to start with the bronze level awards. Our first one is one of our board members, Brian Wilk. Unfortunately, he is having the family issues. His mother is on hospice, so he is not here with us today. Next, we have Heidi Ross, who unfortunately is not with us either. She is on a jet plane right now. I kind of wish I was with her. The next one is my son, who does tireless effort of exercising, not only being my caregiver, but also being a fabulous son and a paramedic. So Hunter Fretches.
Next, we have an amazing woman who is the vice chair of RAMP, Jennifer LaRiviere Charbonneau. She's coming. Her wheels don't go as fast as mine. I jailbroke mine. I don't follow instructions. The next is my amazing tech director who does amazing work for me. And if you guys all watch my podcast, which if you don't watch my podcast, why aren't you watching my podcast? Every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock on the Coalition Talk Radio. Pat Ford is the director of that. But Keyshawn Ramos is my director and puts up with my crap every Wednesday night in my high demand. He was supposed to be here. I don't know where he is. The next one is another amazing board member of mine. Can I have Melissa Baker to the stage, please? Come on, you got legs. Move it along. Next, we have what I probably will hand to him down there, but we have my amazing director for the Coalition Talk Radio, Mr. Pat Ford. Congratulations, Mr. Pat Ford. He is right now filming me, so he can't come up. He's forgiven. The next, we have another one of my amazing board members who could not be here tonight because she has COVID. So Sharon Sager is a champion of ours. So congratulations, Sharon. Next up, we have our silver award winners. Our first one is another one of my board members, Miss Christina Batista. She's got little legs, so this might take a little bit of time too. Next, she was here earlier. She is the director of the great ensemble that you saw as we first got here. She actually had to get her children to another appearance, but Holly Marie Picard was one of the silver winners. This one is going to be a shocker, so just suck it up, Buttercup, and come on up, Mr. Howie Schneider. Howie puts up with me for many, many, many hours. He deserves this and so much more. We have another one of my fabulous board members, Mrs. Jill Schaefer. Jill, are you over there at registration? Oh, Jill had to leave from what I'm told. This is another shocker, but again, suck it up, Buttercup, and come stand with me, Mr. Justin Oakley. All these people with legs are a lot slower than me in wheels. I gotta teach them a thing or two. Next we have, unfortunately, is not here with us as of yet, but still might be coming, is Mr. Michael Matricia. He is also one of my board members. Howie's gonna have to make it to the stage again because I don't believe Mr. Tim Furlan is here with us today. Oh, Tim! Come on, Tim, come on down. Tim was one of the brains behind my table. I had the idea, he made it come to life. So So nobody deserves it more than him. He got into my scary head and he made it work. This is another shocker, but without this man, I couldn't do half of what I do, and he also keeps me well fed, Mr. Tony Stoli. We can't do what we do without grant writing. Unfortunately, my grant writer is in New York. He was unable to make it down, but Mr. Zachary Erickson does all of our grant writing to keep grant going. So he helped me keep my voice. And next up, this girl needs no introduction because she is my right hand on pretty much everything that I do. She keeps my feet on the ground, even though I don't walk. Miss Diana Perkins. Now we are on to the gold. We're getting there. We're getting there. I believe only one of the gold is here will be the other one from here. This is going to be another shocker, but I'll tell you, without government that gets it, we can't do what we do. And I can't ask for a better champion than the next person I'm about to call, because without their support and without everything that they do, so we need to keep her doing what she's doing. So that is the only political thing you will hear out of my mouth is Mr. Bienamitos, our Lieutenant Governor. And that is all of our awards for today. Actually, Tina, there's one more you don't know about. So not only does the Presidential Service Award come in bronze, silver, and gold, it also comes in a lifetime achievement format. And who better to demonstrate a lifetime of achievement than our own Tina Pedersen? Give it up. Now we are actually done. So they can even surprise the president every once in a while. It's a good thing, but I want everybody to stick around. We have so much talent that's going to hit this stage today. And if Marin is the one who's directing our entertainment and you heard her sing today, you do not want to miss a moment of everything that we have going on. If I could ask all the elected officials that are still here, if they could meet me over to the side here so we can take a quick picture. Actually, let's meet at Tina's table. Let's take the picture at Tina's table. We're going to take a quick picture, but enjoy the show, and I will pass it on to our entertainment director to let you know what's going on next.